What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. The Dr. Dre Rakim. This is the truth behind uh, the Dr. Dre and Rakim partnership that went south. Well, went back east. Uh, from the time he was there, Rakim was immediately, it was like the biggest shock ever. Rakim is over there in Cali. A lot of people just thought, he just went over there just to do something. He's still on the East Coast. No, he really moved out west to work with Dre, and he wanted to make this thing work and make it stick. So he wanted to make the best of it. So when he went out there to Cali, Dre started, he started seeing all the different people that was out there, like when Eminem first started coming into prominence. Rakim was there, so he got a chance to meet Ra, and Ra was like the man out there, and even on the West Coast, and for the first time, he was like, "Man, it's like severe out here." These dudes like really feeling me. So he didn't know he had like that much love out there on the West Coast, and it's just creatively when they was trying to work early on. Ra has his process on what he liked to do, and he understood that Eminem, and everybody else projects was gonna come before his. So when they was working on Dre's album, doing Still Dre and all that stuff, Rod knew, this is basically the format, and I just gotta fall in line and wait, to work with Dre. So when they did the song for the Watcher, that was a process that eventually just worked out. Dre and everybody loved Rob verse on there on the Watcher, so it was perfect, and that one was like everybody's like, oh, okay, that came off. I can't wait to hear, this Rakim album that's coming from, and Aftermath. This is gonna be, lit. Now the Watcher came because they had already had the song virtually done. And the song ended up on Jay-Z album because it was supposed to be on Dre's album, but it ended up going on Jay-Z's album because it was taking so long to do. And they end up using one of the same beats that they had for the album. They end up the explosion or whatever, and just moved that on over to Jay-Z album and just called it The Watcher. But here's where the problems came in at, because I don't want to make this too long. Everybody started complaining. So I just cut a lot of stuff out and get right to the chase. They were working on a song, and the song was gonna have I forgot some other rapper on there besides Rock. And when Dre is the type of person when he makes a beat, he also comes up with the theme or what you should. He's like, okay, for this track, I need you to bring that, yeah, like that raw, like but the hardcore raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just taking them out. Like, and Raw was like, "What you mean? Like taking them out? Like knocking them out the box? Like, yeah, just killing everybody. Like just killing the game. Like you just killing it. You know, shoot, taking them out. We finna get gangster. We gotta get hardcore for this record." And Raw was like, "Look, I'm thinking about on this record, on this song I'm finna do. I'm talking about opening minds and being, he's trying to uplift brothers and wake their minds up, and Dre wasn't into that. So when Dre was like, all right, man, let's take a break. And when Dre take a break, it's basically over. So they kept trying to go in with Rod and explain his point to Rod don't like to be rushed. And Dre don't like to be rushed. Dre will take all day in the world to do it once it's done. And Rod looks like he's used to having things catered to his movement and time and how he do things. And he understood like what they wanted, and what they was wanting wasn't bad for the type of song that it was gonna be. It's a high energy type record, so it's gonna perform well if he spitting some real to it. And the fact that Rod was on a whole different playing field. So Dre's like, look, I don't know how we gonna do this album, but that's not the type of album we thinking about with you. You know what I'm saying? Like doing. We got this other direction. And Rod's just like, well, that just ain't me. So they went ahead and parted ways. That way Rod was like, man, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just gonna go back to the East Coast. And people don't understand. That's Rod's process, man. He's you love him to death, but he's hell and hot water to deal with when it comes to his art because he takes it so serious that there's like no wiggle room. So he just be like, man, I'm going back. It's nothing, no love lost. We ain't gonna burn no bridges here. I just need to get back to the East Coast. Get back to feeling it. You know, get that feeling back. What made me an artist. So by him being in Cali so long, when he went back home, he felt like it was new, and he needed that. But there was no way he was gonna stay in Cali anymore. So there you have it. So with that being said, your boy Carcino, and I am out.